Would you roll me, wrong thing? Hi guys! That was kind of stupid, okay. I wanna get hard on the sink. After that, give you some to drink. I'm singing to myself. Okay. It's not going in. Did my camera just die? I feel like my camera just died. I'm putting on these bad boys. Aren't they so cute? I got them from Kato. They should totally give me a sponsorship, but they probably won't. Only a little salty. Now I feel complete. Also, look at my cute crystal. It's ametrine, so it's amethyst and citrine. You can't really see it, but there's like little gold specks in there. That's the citrine, which is good for money. And I think amethyst is good for opening your crown chakra, so connecting to spirit. Okay, enough crystal lessons for the day. Do you guys like my outfit? I wore this because I think that it's really funny. Also, me and my grandma got matching ones for $1. Okay, anyway, enough promo. But today I am back with another story time, and this is the story of the time I made a man break a table. And the title is not clickbait. This man legitimately broke the glass part of a table. So, without further ado, let's get into the story. So, to start out this story, me and my friends wanted to hang out. I believe it was after work, because I worked at a restaurant, and when me and all the homies got off work, we'd stay for a drink. Except for, that's another story time. The story time of when I got banned from said restaurant. That'll be in the future. Stay tuned for that. So we go to the bar top to get a drink. My friends are waiting outside. I go inside to get me and my best friend a drink. And there's this guy at the bar. I'm not gonna say his name, but he always flirts with me, right? And like, he just has the biggest crush on me. He's always like, oh, I like Jasmine so much. Like, she does her own thing and she wears her wigs and she's just like so cute. But basically, I'm not into this guy. Like, if you come into the place that I work and you're trying to be nice to me and talk to me, I'm gonna talk to you and I'm gonna be nice. That's just how I am when I'm working. Like, we can be friends, but it doesn't mean that I want you type of situation, right? So I'm at the bar waiting to get our drinks, mine and my best friend's drinks. And he's like talking to me, whatever. I'll talk to you, I'll be nice, I'll have a conversation. And like, I am kind of getting like a weird energy off of this dude that I don't really get like all the other times that I've ever talked to him. So like, I kind of cut off the conversation as soon as I get my drinks and I leave. We take our drinks outside because it's still warm enough to be able to go outside on the deck. And you know, we're just sitting, there's tables when you go down the deck, there's a tiki bar, and then there's just a little area where you can just sit and chill, smoke a cigarette while you're waiting for a table usually, or after hours, you can go out there and smoke a cigarette, you know, blah, 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 blah. So we are sitting, there's like a square table in front of the dining room door to get outside, right? So we're sitting at this table, right, and it's me, my friend that's a dishwasher, my best friend, and then one of my friends that used to work at the restaurant, but he doesn't anymore. Sometimes he just comes over to the restaurant and we like hang out. And we're all sitting at this table, like just drinking, we're playing music off of our phones, and this guy that likes me comes out because he's gonna leave, and he's like standing there kind of saying bye to everybody, which he doesn't really talk to all the other people, so I don't know why he was really like trying to stand around there talking. Actually, I do know why, because he's trying to flirt with me some more, and I'm just like not really into it. I'm just saying bye, but I was being nice, but I'm just kind of like bye, like I want to have fun with my friends. And so he goes down to the boat and he starts playing Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus. And you know, at this point I'm a couple drinks in, so I'm feeling that liquid courage, and I really wanted to hear this song. If you know the song, what is it called? It's a Kanye West song. I know you're tired of loving with nobody to love. That one. Oh, Bound 2. That's the song that I wanted. Okay, so I wanted to hear the song Bound 2 so bad. I don't know why, but I just wanted to hear it. So this guy's blaring music on the boat, so I'm like, hey, this is my opportunity to hear it like loud on a speaker. Even though I could have played it on my phone, because I feel like the song was not the right vibes to really ask him to play. Now that I think about it, because it's like, bound to falling in love, and like, this guy likes me and I don't like him, so I don't know why I even asked him to play this song. But I go down to the patio where you can eat outside that part of the deck, and I'm like, he's down there by the docks, I'm up here, and I'm like, play Bound 2, and he's like, come down here to the boat, and I'm like, no, just play the song. He was like, I'll play the song if you come down here, and I was like, okay, just play the song, bye. And I run back up the stairs to the table where me and my friends are sitting. And then they're kind of looking at me like, girl, why'd you just do that? And I'm kind of like, I don't really know. So then, like, we're all just sitting up there for like, I'm so bad at time frames, but like, maybe 15, 20 minutes. And we're all kind of talking for a while about how he was just standing up there and like how we thought it was really weird. And I was just like, man, he looked sad. I feel bad. Because when people like look or sound sad after I like turn them down, essentially, I do feel a little bad because I'm like I still don't like you, but like I'm sorry. And so, I mean, I guess he could have got upset that I was like, he sounded sad, I feel bad, but like, if you're a grown-ass man, that is nothing to get like, about, which we'll get to that. But it's not really anything to get super upset about. You're just like, oh, whatever. Like, take rejection as a champ. Do you know how many times I've been rejected? You just gotta take that shit as a champ. And if not, hide it. Like, don't make a fool of yourself in public. So, that's basically the only thing that was said about him. We were talking about how he was standing up there so long, it was kind of weird, and how I felt bad that he sounded so sad. And then, like, after the 15 to 20 minutes that we're just up here talking, me and my friends, he comes back up, like, and he's walking into the bar. He walks into the bar and he's like, make me another drink. Better yet, make it a bottle. And we're like, oh shit. Oh shit. And then so he's in there for like only a couple minutes, and we're about to go back in to get our last call drink because she just called last call. And all of a sudden we hear bang, and we're like, what the hell is that? And like not too concerned about it because it's just one bang, but we're like starting to get up and like go to investigate, and then all of a sudden we hear crash, and then we're like, oh shit, something's going down inside. So we all like run in there to see what's happening, and we look at the table. It's the only table with glass in the entire restaurant. It's this big circle table. We look at it and it's just shattered. We're like, what the fuck happened? We hear the bartender yelling, what the fuck does that have to do with my bar? And so I guess he slammed, like, so you know how in bars there's like the bar top, the piece of, or the part of the bar top that'll go like this so the bartender can walk out and then it closes back down. That part was up and he slammed it down. And then I guess that wasn't good enough for his ego, so he walks over to the glass table, and like the only thing I can think of in this moment is like, Hulk smash! But he takes his fist and he goes, boom, boom! And that's what cracked the table. So there's glass all over the floor, you know, there's like a couple big sections where the glass broke and a bunch of tiny little sections. And so he's just sitting there, he's like, call the cops, just call the cops. And my one friend wanted to fight him, like he was so ready to just be like, dude, what the fuck? And like throw hands and we're like, calm down, he's not worth it. The manager at the time comes down, he's like, what just happened? He takes the customer outside, they're talking, and then all of my friends, we basically get in gear because we also work here, so we're like, we're not just gonna leave this mess for the bartender. So we start picking up glass, throwing it in the trash can, somebody gets a vacuum, we start getting all the little pieces up, and then we take the tablecloth off of it too, and we start walking everything back. And then I have to double wrap this garbage bag, and it's still not holding because it's fucking broken glass and a plastic bag. So I am literally struggling to get this trash bag outside and not drag glass all over the restaurant, right? And so we run into him again, and then I look at him and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And he's like, shit just happens. Shit just happens. And I'm like, no, shit doesn't just happen. What, like, you can't act like that in a public place. Like, you have to hold your composure. I don't care how, like, sad you are or whatever, like, don't. And, like, the bartender said that he didn't even drink his regular amount. Like, he usually drinks so much when he goes in. He didn't even drink that. So I don't know why he decided to just act like a complete asshole. And so eventually we walk back in the restaurant, we lock the door, we grab a new trash bag, and we, like, try to set up the bar as best we can after this table gets broken. And so we're just talking to the bartender, we're like, what the hell just happened? Like, I'm so confused. And she starts explaining it more, like, what happened in the bar to us. And so he's out there talking to the manager for forever. The cops actually didn't end up getting called because then that would be a whole fiasco. The owner of the restaurant has to come in, like, yada yada yada. And so eventually he just gets back on his boat and he leaves. All my other friends had left and gone back to my one friend who wanted to fight the guy's house. And me and my best friend were getting ready to head that way. And the manager comes up and talks to us because we're also cool with the manager. So he's just kind of like, what happened? And at this point the bartender's also talking to us in the parking lot. We're all just recapping like what happened because we're just like, what? And so the manager comes up and he's talking to us and he wants to get like our side of the story. So we tell him that like everybody was just sitting out there and like the only thing that I can think that made him that mad is I said, oh, I feel bad, he's sad. And then the manager told us that he was trying to say that like the guys were talking shit about him and somebody called him a cunt, which did not happen at all. But he's trying to say that's what made him so mad to break the table. And I'm like, you're literally just lying. Like, stop. It doesn't make you look cool. And we're like, no, that's not what happened at all. Like, he's literally lying to you. And so eventually after we tell our side of the story, me and my best friend get in the car and we go back to our friend that wanted to fight him's house. And we're all just like, what a crazy night. Like, how do we always end up with these crazy nights? Okay, so like, fast forward. You would think breaking a table would get you banned from a restaurant. But this man was literally, it went around, like, a rumor went around that he was banned for 4 days and he had to replace the tabletop and then he could come back. But I guess he never got banned because he's never had a bad day in 10 years. I'm like, but he broke a table. So basically the only thing he ended up having to do was replacing glass, which it was not a cheap piece of glass. Like, I'll give you that. Like, it was a big round one and it was kind of thick. Like, this was not a cheap piece of glass at all. So he replaced the piece of glass, and then the next time he came in, it was so awkward because we made eye contact. He's sitting at the bar, I'm in the cubby making drinks, and we look at each other and I'm just like, I'm just like, what do I say? This man broke a table because he was upset he got rejected. I'm just like, it's so awkward seeing you now, dude. Like, you made this awkward. You made this awkward. And then come to find out, the night that all that happened, he got back on his boat, drove home, right? And he like, or I guess it's not his boat. It's not even his boat. It's his dad's boat or something. And he falls asleep, like, on his neighbor's dock or something like that. Like, he fell asleep somewhere he wasn't supposed to fall asleep at. I'm just like, this is kind of like red flag. Buddy, I'm glad, like, I am so glad I didn't attempt to do anything with this man because, one, if you're gonna get that angry, I don't want to be with you because what if I happen to be at the table? Hell to the no. Two, you're always in the bar. Like, I like to go out and drink and have fun, but, like, you're that old and you're still going to the bar, like, every single day. That's just not my scene. Some girls can do it. That is not my scene. And three, you're sleeping in your neighbor's dock or their boat or whatever the situation is. Not your house, not your bed, not even your dock, your neighbor's. That's embarrassing. so glad. I mean, he's not really my type anyway. Like, I mean, looks aren't everything in a relationship. It's more personality, like that kind of stuff. But like, looks have a little bit to do with it. Just a little bit to do with it. And he was not my type. But good thing he's not my type because of all those reasons that I just mentioned. And so, I really thought that we were gonna get in trouble because, like, we're the employees and, like, this guy just broke a table. There actually wasn't any repercussions for the employees. Eventually down the road there was, and I think it was just all the little things, like this guy breaking a table and, like, some other stuff that happened, so then everybody got put on a 2-drink limit. I think this guy breaking the table had something to do with that. Not really sure. But I just thought that that was absolutely insane. Like, and see, that's another reason why girls are afraid to reject people sometimes, because you never know how they're gonna act. You never know what they're going to do. Like, why can't a girl just live in peace, say no thank you, and you just go on with your life? Is it really that devastating? Like, no. Do you know how many other girls are on this planet? Like, just because I don't want you doesn't mean somebody else isn't gonna want you. Grow up. Don't act crazy. Take rejection like a champ. It's really not that hard. Like, just because one girl doesn't want you doesn't mean no girl's gonna want you. Just go find the girl that does. Like, ugh. I do get heated about this because I think that that was absolutely stupid for him to do in the first place. But this is definitely not the only other crazy story I have. I have a few more actually in my phone. Like, I have a whole list of story times that I want to do on this channel, so stay tuned for those. I hope you enjoyed this one. My life is crazy, but at least hopefully I'm entertaining somebody at this point. But thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, yeah, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Shameless self-promo. No, but you don't have to if you don't want to. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope your life doesn't have any weird, crazy moments like this. Like, I hope you just get to live in peace. But thanks for spending this time with me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, look at my dog. Look at my dog. Look at my dog. You're so cute. You're so cute. You guys are my baby. Why smell my lipstick like that, bro? You're not that cute. You're cute, but you're not that cute. Aren't we just the cutest in the whole world? You're the coolest in the whole world.